Well, today in the Best Of, as spring break approaches, the Museum of Illusions is inviting visitors to take a nostalgic journey back in time. From now until April 30th, the museum is celebrating all things retro with their Spring Back in Time exhibit featuring a throwback to the 90s and early 2000s. I'm joined by the general manager, Tony Hutchins, with details. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
This is exciting. I've been to the Museum of Illusions before when you first opened in downtown Seattle, but obviously this new exhibit is something different that I haven't seen. So what can visitors expect when they first walk in and check it out?
So the Museum of Illusions is a space in downtown Seattle. We have 9,000 square feet of interactive illusions that explore the way your brain understands the world around you and how you process perception. Right? So we have this idea that our eyes are like cameras, right? So you see a thing and it happens in front of you and now it's in your head, right? But what's really happening is there's a lot of post-processing work going on in your brain, right? So you see something and then your brain makes a lot of assumptions about what it's seeing and about how those things work. So what our illusions do in an interactive way is short-circuit the process and let you have an interesting and unforgettable experience understanding yourself. So it's something that's in that edutainment space.
Edutainment, combining education and entertainment.
Exactly.
I love that. Some sort of a brain science factor behind it as well. So what inspired you all to create this new nostalgic experience, the Spring in Time exhibit? I know it's trending. A lot of people are wearing 2000s clothes and things like that this time of the time that we're in right now.
So I lived through the 90s, okay, and I'm a 90s person, and my generation, so your older millennials and your younger kind of Gen X people have this love for nostalgia, and we said with spring break coming up, that's the time to try to tap into that and give people an opportunity to experience the 2000s again, right? So we have a quiz that people can do, and if you've lived through it, it's kind of straightforward, right? And we've got exhibits that relate to that time period, and we've got just this opportunity to walk back into that time. It's great for spring break, and it's great for people to experience. And younger people like retro stuff too, so yeah.
It sounds like a cool way for parents from that generation to introduce their kids to what they used to be into.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your favorite part about the 90s or early 2000s?
I really like the music.
Yeah.
I think that, I'm not saying anything about the music now, I think it's great, but I thought we had some really good stuff back then.
I can agree with you.
I was a big Britney Spears guy.
Oh yeah, I was the Britney Spears, NSYNC, I had it all, yeah.
There you go.
So you mentioned that there's some interactive things there, like a quiz that people can take. What's the importance of these interactive elements at the museum? What would you say about that?
So we explore art, psychology, and science through our exhibits in a way that's fun and interesting for people to learn about. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. I have a thing in my building called the Vortex Tunnel, and it's basically just it's a metal catwalk in the middle of a stationary room, right? And around it, there's circular walls. So as you step out onto this metal catwalk, the walls start to move around you. Okay, so you're stepping out onto this catwalk, and you know that the room's not moving. You know that it's completely stationary. But as you step out onto the catwalk, your brain tells you, hey, if the walls are moving, we're moving too, and you feel this weird disorientation. And every time people laugh and have a good time, and like you walk past the room and you can hear people, you know, really enjoying it because it's crazy. It's an example of how the museum works by tricking your brain and putting you in a position where you can kind of understand how your brain is processing the world around you. So that's probably my favorite of all of them.
I totally remember walking through that Vortex Tunnel thing. Is that what the Vortex Tunnel?
Vortex Tunnel, yes ma'am.
Do you remember that, James, that tunnel? I felt so dizzy in there, but it was fun.
It's
Very
cool, right?
What is another maybe highlights or must-see when people visit the Museum of Illusions this spring break?
So Vortex Tunnel, I think, is definitely #1, but there's a table that you can go to, and you can put your head through the underneath part, and it looks like your head is resting on a platter. It makes great social media pictures. It's amazing. So you put that on your Instagram, and you'll get a lot of likes. It's good stuff.
Tricking the brain. I think we just showed a little video of that too previously. We do know May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Can you briefly tell us why visiting a museum like the Museum of Illusions is good for our mental health and to boost our happiness?
There is something amazing about interacting with these illusions and having an opportunity to understand the way that your brain is dealing with the world, right? So it's fun, and you're gonna get that boost of dopamine, which is great for dealing with mental health, right? But also understanding just the way the world around you is affecting you on a daily basis. It's important to be mindful, and there is nothing to make you mindful more than seeing your brain tricked by something. So I think it's a great opportunity to do that, and it's a great opportunity to practice a little self-care.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming into the Arc Lounge and sharing
course.
all the details about the Museum of Illusions. It sounds like families are going to learn a lot,
Oh,
but
yeah.
also have fun. Like, we love having fun. So.
We sure do. Yeah, it's a great time downtown Seattle. Everybody should come check it out for spring break.
Perfect. Thank you so much again.
Yeah.
For more information on the Museum of Illusions and to get tickets, we made it easy for you. Go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen. That'll take you directly to komonews.com/hotlinks. From there, you'll find a link to the museum's website.